And going back to our top focus this morning, the Apex Court has ruled that sex with a child bride, that's a girl between the age of 15 to 18, amounts to rape. The rider there being that the wife needs to complain within 365 days. Remember, the Supreme Court had earlier reserved its order on the 6th of September. The Supreme Court has further stated that the child bride, as we've been mentioning, must complain within a year, and that forced sex between a man and his minor wife now tantamounts to rape. This is a historic judgment indeed by the top court there, and one that applies to nearly 36 million child brides in the country. This is a historic move and a landmark judgment there being being pronounced today at the Apex Court. The Apex Court stating that forced sex between a man and his minor wife would now amount to rape. The rider there being, the condition there being that the wife needs to complain within 1 year of that occurrence. Remember, this is a historic move by the Supreme Court, considering this is going to affect millions of child brides in the country. Child marriage in India, of course, is a part of the country's social fabric, and this verdict is going to have a bearing on many, in fact, millions of brides there, but only there if they decide to complain within 365 days. Let's listen into what the petitioner in this case had to say.
If any man now marries a girl below the age of 18 years in India, and if the girl complains of sexual intercourse within a year of that sexual intercourse, the husband will be prosecuted for rape. And but I think let's wait for till evening. Let us all read the judgment completely. Yeah, then we can respond. This was the part of our petition where we seek court's intervention, that it's very discriminatory to kind of differentiate between girls married and unmarried, because your Prohibition of Child Marriage Act does not allow marriages to happen. A girl below the age of 18 years does not have the capacity and the right to consent, so such marriages should not be allowed, and that differentiation somehow violates Article 14, 15 and 21. Yeah.
The petitioner in that case. So let's just quickly take you through what the Supreme Court ruling is. The Supreme Court ruling states that forced sexual intercourse with minor wife will amount to rape on the condition that bride complains within a year. The court further ruled that the age of consent between two individuals cannot be lowered, and that marital rape of a child bride is arbitrary and violative of Article 14, 15 and 21. And it also, marital rape of child brides are also not in consonance with the POCSO Act. Their landmark judgment there being made by the Apex Court today, ruling that forced sexual intercourse with minor wife will now amount to rape, considering, in fact, that on a condition that the wife complains within a year of that occurrence.
In fact, it was much required, because the child marriage is already a crime, and obviously if child marriage is a crime, then how come having sex with a minor is not a crime? So earlier they were not in symphony, but finally, I mean, there is a judgment which will definitely act as a deterrent, and men, boys, families would abstain now from getting a child bride for their son or whatever, because that is the biggest thing that is required. So it's indeed a very welcome judgment.
मैम, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है कि अगर 18 साल से पहले अगर कोई पत्नी से भी रिलेशन बनाता है तो उसे रेप की कैटेगरी में माना जाए।
बहुत ही स्वागत योग्य जजमेंट है। बहुत दिनों से ऐसे जजमेंट का इंतज़ार था हम सबको, क्योंकि चाइल्ड मैरिज एक्ट के बनाने के बावजूद इस देश में चाइल्ड मैरिज नहीं रुक रही थी, बाल विवाह नहीं रुक रहा था। और बाल विवाह नहीं रुकने का मूल कारण ये था कि एक बार शादी हो जाती थी तो फिर कोई सज़ा का प्रावधान था नहीं जब तक दोनों पार्टीज में से कोई कंप्लेन ना करे। अब कम से कम जो लड़का है या लड़के वाले हैं वो इस बात से डरेंगे कि अगर उन्होंने कम उम्र की बच्ची से शादी कर भी ली तो कल को उनके ऊपर कोई भी केस कर सकता है। तो शायद ये एक बहुत बड़ा डेटरेंट काम करेगा और इस देश में इस बात को और ज़्यादा अवेयरनेस आएगी कि 18 साल से कम उम्र की बच्चियों से शादी करना कानूनी अपराध है और इस अपराध को रुकना चाहिए।
एक केस एनजीओ ने बेसिकली डाला था ये कि 18 साल से पहले।
Shamina Shafiq there, a women's rights activist, stating that this this judgment by the Apex Court is going to prove as a deterrent for the act of child marriage altogether, and in fact welcoming this move by the Apex Court there.